a very happy new year.
3, 2, 1.
Every year, most of us think, yeah, I'm gonna do this differently this year. I'm gonna start a new habit. I'm going to stop doing this habit. We just try to inculcate new changes in our life. So you know how people say that, oh, you're this kind of a person, you're that kind of a person, I am this kind of a person. So again, we just like to put labels on everything, and that's just human behavior, so that we can identify what it is. Now, till mid 2017, I used to put labels on myself that I'm this kind of a girl, I'm that kind of a girl, I'm a good girl, I'm a rule follower girl. But then I would often come in a conflict with myself of, yeah, I am a good girl, but what I'm doing right now is not a good girl thing. Am I a bad girl? No, I'm not a bad girl, but then I can't do this because I am the good girl, right? So you kind of want to do a few things, but then at times you hold yourself back because you want to fit in that label. You're like, I won't be in that label anymore. You're scared to step out of the label box. But slowly I started realizing, oh no, I am the good girl, but I'm just doing a few not so good girl things, or kind of breaking the rules a little bit. But then again, I was like, no, I have to be the good girl. I have to do this rightly. I have to do this correctly. I have to be productive. I have to do this, otherwise I'm not the good girl. Until I realized, you know what? I'm not a good girl. I'm not even a bad girl. I'm just me. That's all. And I feel that's all that should matter. I've had a deep conversation with a friend about this too, and we didn't come to any conclusion or anything, but the person was like, you are the one that told me you do this, and I'm like, no, I don't do that anymore. And the person was like, well, are you fake then? What is it like? It was just a healthy conversation, don't get me wrong. That's when I realized that, you know what? I hope I'm getting my message across, that I don't want to have a favorite color, a favorite food, or a kind of a personality. I don't want to fit in a box or a label anymore. I'm just me. So if you ask me about who are you, tell me something about myself, I won't be saying that I'm a this kind of a person, I'm a that kind of person, because you know what? I'm not any kind of a person. I'm just me. I am ever changing and I'm not the same. I love to know new things and inculcate the best that I feel. Now this year I started to be very animal conscious. I even got this no to leather sticker on my laptop. Ever since I watched a video about how fur is obtained from animals. You definitely should watch a video, with caution of course, but it's good to know and you should be aware. Now this is exactly the kind of conversation I was having with my friend, where it's like you would say that, oh okay, you're very animal conscious now, no leather, no real fur. But a few years ago you were going in those luxury brands this close to buying a leather bag or a branded this thing, and you would think you're just fake basically. But I wouldn't call that being fake. I would call that as being not the same. And if you keep on changing, it means you're growing, you're inculcating new ideas in yourself. Now those ideas could be negative or positive. I tend to steer towards the positive since I'm talking about myself here. So yeah, I learned that I don't want to be just one person. Guys, New Year does not have to be a reason for you to be different, try new things, change. You could do that any day of the year, but yes, of course, when the year is changing, it's kind of like, oh well, the calendar is changing, I might as well change too. So whatever gives you the inspiration to change, don't let it go. I feel like change can also be an inspiration to achieve your dreams, do something different. Whatever change you plan to do, you don't have to go do drastic things, spend tons of money. You could do something as simple as bending a wire and putting it in your nose and having something different. Don't be afraid to change from how you've been till now in your life, especially in schools. I feel this labeling yourself comes from school, where you have to label everyone. This is that kind of a person, that group is that kind of a group. You don't have to do that. Let's stop doing that. If everyone else is doing it, let them. You don't do that to yourself, because guys, you know what, it's one thing when everyone else is saying it, but when you start believing it is when it really gets to you, because people are gonna say, because that's what they can do. You got a mouth, you're gonna speak. Adjectives do not define me or you is what I would like you to take from this video. And also, you don't need to have every argument in your life. It's also what I learned recently, that if anyone is shouting at you or anyone is trying to fight with you, argue with you, say something different than what you believe in, you don't need to have every argument of your life, guys. There are some arguments that you have to let go. It's that 10-second when you're just about to speak where you just need to decide between holding yourself or just barking at them. So I would really say that think before saying anything, because you don't need to have every argument in the world, because it could simply be a waste of time. So yeah, I hope you took something from this video. Have a wonderful year ahead, guys, and don't be afraid to change, because change is good. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye bye.